All praises to Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, double honors to the apostles and elders, GMS New York, and honors to you brothers out there that's teaching the truth. Okay, my name is Maya Ka'ala Nagab. I am with the Chicago branch of GMS, and this lesson today is that how America is Egypt. You know, America has many names. Like I said before, Egypt, Babylon, Rome. You know, some people call it uh, Greece. You know, but main the names in the Bible is Egypt and Babylon, but it's also called Basra. You know, it's also called Tyrese. Okay, so I'm gonna get it right here. It says what? Revelation chapter 11, verse 8. It says, "And their dead bodies shall lie in the streets of the great city." Right, and America's called a great city because it's prosperous. You know, and people used to back in the day say, go in America, the streets are made of gold. You know, which it wasn't. It just made that America was prosperous. All right. Um, and in Asia, you know, it's like go west, my son, go west. You know, and go to America. You know, because it's prosperous. You know, all right. It says, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt. All right, right in America, it's spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, man. Because you look right now, there's nothing but sodomy. When I mean sodomy, I mean homosexuality. All right, all types of madness, man. You know, a man can marry a man, woman can marry a woman, or a woman could get a so-called transgender operation. You can't, transgender. You can't change your spirit, and on the physical, on the biological front, the carnal part, you can't change your chromosome. So if you born a woman, you born a woman. You know, in Egypt, right? And America is spiritually called Egypt, man. All right, everything they borrow is from Egypt. All right, it says right here, where also our our Lord was crucified. Right, our Adawan was crucified. I was talking about Yahweh Shai crucified, man. How's Yahweh Shai crucified? About teaching everything that contradicts what he truly taught, man. You know, like that Yahweh Shai came from everybody. He loves everybody. That's not true, man. And another way is by um, painting his image as a so-called white man, a Edomite. When clearly the scriptures show that Yahushua was a a uh, a Israelite man of Shemitic descent. All right, who also Hebrew. He's a dark-skinned man from the tribe of Judah. All right, the same tribe as you so-called Negroes. All right, so-called African Americans. All right, and Esau the reason why he called America Egypt, man, because he hold all these all these records, man, and I'm gonna show you in a couple of minutes, why he does that, man. It says cause Esau he knows dang, I'm gonna show you a little why he called this place Egypt. Well, basically Most High make him do it because Most High um controls him, controls everybody. All right, it says Ezekiel chapter 28 and 3, "Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret they could hide from thee." All right, with thy wisdom, with thy understanding, thou hast gotten thee riches, hast gotten gold and silver into thy treasures. All right, by thy great wisdom, by thy tracker, hast thou increased thy riches. Thy heart is lifted up because of thy riches. Right? Just like ancient Egypt, man, he conquered all these nations, and man, and got up all their information and stuff. You know, at the same time, he while he getting these all these treasures and booties, man, which is but nowhere for treasure, he getting all the information on these nations, man. All right, all right. And so this devil, man, I'm gonna show you why he referred to this America as the land of Egypt. All right, so let's get it cracking. Okay, hold on a minute. All right. And here in Illinois, you go to the southern part, and you can see it's called Little Egypt. Okay, now here, uh, right here it says origin Salakia, origin of Little Egypt name. All right, you see it right here. The nickname Egypt may have risen in the 1830s when poor harvests in north the state drove people to southern Illinois to buy grain. All right, and just like in the scriptures, man. Read it right here. It says uh, Genesis 42:1. It says, "Now when Jacob saw that there was corn in Egypt, and corn is nothing but grain. All right, Jacob said unto the sons, why do you look upon another? And he said, Behold, I had heard there is corn in Egypt. Get you down thither, and buy for us thence, that we may live and not die. And Joseph's 10 brethren went down to buy corn in Egypt." All right. It says, but Benjamin, Joseph's brother, Jacob sent not his brethren, for he said, let us perish, this shall fall before right, because the 10 brothers had sold Joseph in slavery, but Jacob don't know. All right. Jacob thought that Joseph is dead. All right. That he was attacked. I believe they say he was attacked by wild animals and stuff. You know, it says, and the sons of Israel came to buy corn among those that came, for the famine was in the land of Canaan. All right. It said, and Joseph was the governor over the land. It was that sold all the people land, and Joseph's brethren came and bowed themselves before him with the faces to the earth. All right. Because they didn't recognize Joseph, man, because Joseph looked like um, his skin color was similar to Egyptians, man. He had all that gear on, man. That's how you know that the Israelites were a so-called black people, man. All right, because they ain't recognize Joseph, man. And the Egyptians, the Hamites, they were also a dark-skinned people. All right. So I'm continuing. It said, other says, because the land of the great Mississippi, Ohio River valleys was like that of Egypt's now Delta. According to HUD, the nickname may date back to 1818, when a huge tract of land was purchased at the confluence of the rivers, and its developer named it Cairo. All right, and today the town of Cairo stands on a peninsula where the Ohio River joins the Mississippi. All right, it says other settlements in the area were also given the names with Egyptian, Greek, or Middle Eastern origin. And see, America, this land, Azaroth, is also Agadi, and Reubenite and other tribe ancestors used to call this land New Canaan. All right, because they wanted, if you read Second Esdras 13:39-48, they want to come to a land far away, but to observe the laws, statutes, commandments. And you can find like Hebrew stones written all the way down, man, from the Israelite, but also before that, the Canaanites used to come over here and get all the resources and stuff, and also Egyptians used to come over here. All right, but mainly Canaan used to come over here all the time. All right, so that's why the land is called New Canaan, because Jake came over here, and also before that, the Canaanites used to come over here and get resources. Um, it says right here. Read again. Other settlements in the area were also given names with Egyptian, Greek, or Middle Eastern origins. The Southern Illinois University Saluki sports team. All right. And Saluki is a dog in the middle. It's like a greyhound, but got like little fur and stuff on his tail. All right. And on his ears. All right. And towns such as Metropolis, Thebes, Dongala, Palestine, like I said again, Lebanon, all right, New Athens, Sparta, and you guys know what Sparta was, the Spartans were Jakes, living in the Greek land, living in Greek over there in Greece, Greek colony. All right, Karnak, showing influence of classical culture. Greek names are also related to the contemporary national pride and the republic of the early 19th century and were given to towns throughout the Midwest. Egyptian names will concentrate in towns of Egypt, but also appear in towns further south. For instance, 100 miles south of Cairo, along the Mississippi, lie Memphis in Tennessee. Right, man. All right, because there was slavery in Tennessee too. You know. All right. Um, it said Memphis, Tennessee, city of Memphis. And you can see all this Egyptian related, all these Egyptian related structures, man. You see the pyramid. All right. See that. Replacement. All right. I'm trying to go with a see history, early history. You see gadgets that they ran them out there. All right. And y'all can come back and read the history of Memphis if you want. I'm trying to go with a name. All right. There you go. Right there says what the cotton economy of antebellum South depended on the forced labor of a large number of African American slaves. All right, but these weren't African American; these were slaves from the tribe of Judah, Gad, um, Reuben. All right, so they had the Israelites there. All right, it says though early 19th century 1 million slaves were transported from Upper South in a huge forced migration to newer developed plantation area, many were transported by steamboats along Ohio and Mississippi River. All right, so it's just like um, in ancient, back in the first Egypt, man. It says what? All right, let me see. Here. All right, it says I'm gonna start right here. It said Exodus chapter 1, verse 1. Now these are the names of the children of Israel which came into Egypt. Every man in his household came with Jacob: Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, Benjamin, Dan, Naphtali, Gad, Asher. And all the souls that came out of the loins of Jacob were 70 souls, for Joseph was in Egypt already. And Joseph died. All right. And Joseph, the forefathers of Ephraim and Manasseh. All right, Ephraim will be the so-called Puerto Ricans and the rest of those Taino Awak descent in throughout the Caribbean islands. All right, and Manasseh is the Taino descent descended from those that are on Cuba. All right, so it says right here, and Joseph died, all his brethren, all that generation. All right, verse 7. And the children of Israel were fruitful, increased abundantly, and multiplied and waxed exceedingly mighty, and the land was filled with them. And verse 8. Now there arose a new king over Egypt, which knew not Joseph. And he said unto his people, behold, the people of children of Israel were more and mightier than we. All right, we was um, we had a large population, and we superior to them. All right, it says come on, let us deal wisely with them lest they multiply. It come to pass that when we falleth out any war, they join also unto our enemies and fight against us, so get them up out of the land. All right, it says right here, therefore did they set over them taskmasters to afflict them with their burdens. And they built for Pharaoh the treasure cities, Python and Ramesses. But the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew. and they was grieved because of the children of Israel. All right. It says, verse 13, and the Egyptians made the children of Israel to serve with rigor. All right. Meaning hard labor, man. All right. And they made their lives bitter with hard bondage in mortar and brick. All right. In all manner of service in the field, and all the service where they made to serve was rigor. All right. So there you go, man. Showing you the connection to this situation. All right. It says, all right. I'm trying to get where they admit they get that name from stuff. So, but anyway, we don't need to. Yeah, yeah. But anyway, we don't need to go that far. So, but we know why they named it. But I just want to get it what from their out of their own mouths. All right, but all right, there you go. It said named after the Egyptian city on the Nile. All right, but I wanted, them confess out of their own mouths, but but anyway, let's continue. It said, although Illinois was a free state prior to the American Civil War, in Egypt, some residents still owned slaves. you know, it's just like in Exodus. Let me read that. You see, Exodus chapter 8, verse. Let's see. I read this. Exodus chapter 8, verse 28. And Pharaoh said, I will let you go, that you may sacrifice to Yahweh your God in the wilderness. Only ye shall not go very, very far. Entreat for me. And Moses said, behold, I will go out from thee. I will entreat Yahweh that the swarms of flies may depart from Pharaoh and from his servants, and from his people tomorrow. But let not the Pharaoh deal deceitfully anymore, and not letting the people go to sacrifice to Yahweh. And Moses went from Pharaoh and entreated Yahweh, and Yahweh did according to the word of Moses. He removed the swarm of flies from Pharaoh and from his servants, from his people. There remained not one. And Pharaoh hardened his heart at this time. Also neither would he let the people go. Right, man. Here you go, right here. Slavery supposed to end it, but they didn't let Jake go, man. All right. It's just the same situation back in ancient times until this situation, man, during the late 1800s, man. All right. With the Emancipation Proclamation didn't let Jake go, really, man. They were still enslaved. All right. So there you go, man. Just like in ancient Egypt. All right. It says right here, Illinois law generally forbade bringing slaves into Illinois, but a special exemption was given to salt works near Equality. All right. All right. Yep. It says, let me see. Equality of vision. So they had another name in Equality. All right. Damn devils. All right. In addition, damn man, Satan. Let's see. Damn. All right. There you go. In addition, an exception was made for slaveholders who held long-term indentured servants or descendants of slaves. Right? They held the Israelites, man. Judah, so-called Negroes, Gad, so-called Native Americans. All right. In addition, an exception was made for slaveholders who held long-term indentured servants or descendants of slaves in the era before it achieved statehood. All right. The nickname for this region also rose from political tension prior to and during the American Civil War. All right, as region of the state allied differently with the North and the South. Because the Southern Illinois was settled by Southerners, they maintained civil many issues of the former states. They supported the continuation of slavery. They voted for Democrats at the time when the northern part of the state supported Republicans. See, you Negroes, man, you so-called Negroes, Judites, and you so-called Native American guy, man, you keep thinking your vote count, man, and it don't, man. But also the Democrats, man, they held your ass in slavery, man. Most of the Democrats early was Ku Klux Klansmen, man. All right. It says the meaning is expressed in this description of 1858 campaign of Douglas and Abraham Lincoln. All right. It says in 1858 debate in northern Illinois, Douglas had entreated Lincoln about certain that he will trot him down to Egypt and dare challenge him to repeat his anti-slavery views before a hostile crowd. They always understood Douglas when pro-slavery sentiment, Democratic anonymity in Egypt had led him to the nickname. All right. So there you go, man. It said this Southern Illinois became center of the Knights of the Golden Circle. See the group devoted to supporting Confederacy. That's another word for Ku Klux Klan, man. All right. All right. So, let me read right here. It says, it does go Salem. All right, that's another Middle Eastern culture, man. All right. It says, and you can read right here. You can read further. All right. About Little Egypt. Let me see. Well, also there was pyramids there, man. The tribe of Gad had built those mounds, and it reminded them of Egypt, man. Where did Gad get that technology from, man? All right, they got it because they used to be they was Israelites, man. They had that knowledge when they came over here, man. All right, after a little bit of 722 BC. Okay. Yeah, you can read right here. It says in 1879, during travel among the French settlers, he went up on top of the bluffs, the area what is now Edwardsville, and dug the fertile highlands about the land of Goshen. Being a preacher, he knew that the Bible referred to Goshen as the best land of ancient Egypt. And Egypt was it was a flourishing land, man. It was the land of Pharaoh gave to Joseph family after they came to Egypt. All right. So there you go, man. His area is the land was so good, why not call it Canaan, the land of the Bible described land of milk and honey? All right. City devils, they know. All right. Let me see. I'm trying to get. All right. Like Kentucky, Southern Illinois, mostly hunting ground without large permanent Indian villages, at least until the French came and encouraged the Illini to settle among them. But unlike Kentucky, there was a mysterious air to the region. Along the rivers, one could see various mounds in the hills, ancient stone forts, and up the Mississippi, the largest mountain that was near Cohica. All right. It said during the past 2 centuries, many of the mounds had disappeared. But when the settlers first came there, mounds was at Shawneetown, the mouth of the Saline River, and Black Bottoms, the east of Brookport, now known as Kincaid Mounds. And probably there was mounds at Mount Cynthia, mounds at where. All right. And Esau took I heard from the elder on public access TV a long time ago that Esau took the bricks and the mounds and built their houses and stuff with it down there in Southern Illinois. It said archaeologists have found the ruins of 11 ancient stone forts in the Shawnee Hills. The largest, best known, is 1 3 miles of stone fort. It says century-old Spanish mounds showing an ancient fort at Salinas, now Saline River. Early French mounds also marked the ruins of the ancient fort at Cairo. All right. So the Mississippi Valley not only served as a reminder to the now, the local mounds gave a faint physical resemblance to the pyramids of Egypt. All right. So there you go, man. All right. And you can read further. You brothers want to. All right. Oh, there you go. Right. And it said, right. It says, although there was some more than one ancient Alexandria, the most prominent one was in the Mediterranean port city of Egypt, where also the lighthouse was one of the 7 ancients of the world. All right. And you can see right here, and you can see here 9 men were made up the incorporators of the bank in town. They included Sandra Bond, who later would be the Illinois first state governor. The group also included 2 men from Alexandria, Virginia, Thomas Herbert and Charles Slade. All right, that's why that's why and see, just like over there in Egypt, over there in the original Egypt. All right, they had a Greek town called Alexandria. It's although there was more than one ancient Alexandria, the most prominent one was the Mediterranean port in the city of Egypt, where Lighthouse was one of the most 7 ancient ones of the world. All right, so there you go, man. America's Egypt, man, and um these scriptures confirm it, man. You know, and you see right here. I'm gonna read a little bit more. It said Dongola was an ancient city on the Upper Nile, what is now Sudan. All right. All right. So the 5th really Egyptian name was Karnak, which was also created early this century as a lumber town. All right. Then there are the names that use each itself. Egyptian Mills was a timber town in Hamilton County that faded, but those type of names continue to be used even to the present. The Lake of Egypt, South of Marin was also where Salah. The Lake of Egypt, South of Marin was developed in the early 1960s. The Crab Organ Egyptian Railroad was developed in 1970 to serve Marin. All right. The other reason why the region is known as Egypt because Southern Illinois was a fed barn rest of the state in the early days before agriculture took hold. All right. Most widely quoted stories about the winter and the deep snow, and you can read it further here. All right. So, it says right here, these pioneers were familiar with their Bibles, and they come and answer the greeting on the road. We are the sons of Jacob going to Egypt to buy corn. Damn devils, you ain't the son of Jacob. So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. The Israelites are the real sons of Jacob. All right. It says Southern Illinois became known as the granary of state. The name Egypt was accepted proudly. And you can see right here, man. All right. So, Esau, he knows that he has somewhat knowledge of the Bible, and he knows it, man. All right, so I'm going to end it here. Shalom.